What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 18 Road to Glory, episode number 29 today. And in today's episode, guys, we're going to be playing through a draft and completing some more of those Cyber Monday SBCs. I won't complete all of them on this video right here. I will leave some to be on Twitter. I just don't have enough time. This video is already going to be very long as it is. I think up to 16-17 minutes. So it's going to be a very long video. But before we get into anything, guys, I want to talk about Ronaldo and Rui Costa and the performance over the weekend. First of all, Ronaldo. That is some amazing stats for Ronaldo right there. And remember, guys, 20 of these matches were as last weekend as a substitute. So he's been doing phenomenally, and the goal contributions is just unbelievable. Pretty much a 2-to-1 goal contribution ratio. I'm happily loving it. I'm loving Ronaldo. And then, of course, we have Rui Costa as well. Not quite up to the same standard as Ronaldo, but remember, he is playing at the central cam position. And he's got a lot of assists and a lot of goals as well. And he has been pretty instrumental in our wins over the past weekend. And it was pretty good using him, and I'm looking forward to use him in the future. But the problem I really have, guys, as these Cyber Monday SBCs go on in the background, the problem I have right now is that I don't know where to upgrade the team. I'm looking at the team, and it's a hard one. It's a very hard one, because we're at this sort of limbo stage in our team where we don't have enough coins to make the big upgrades. Well, we have a decent amount of coins. We could probably pick up like a Bale or something along those lines, and I just don't see the point of really upgrading anything. I think Alessandrini is doing phenomenally for us, and he's been really critical in getting us a lot of those wins. And then on top of that, we also have Martial, who's the other sort of lower end tier player, and Martial is just Martial. Like, you guys know how good Martial is, and he's been phenomenal for me once again. Those double taps across the keeper are so good. He's surprisingly physical, he's surprisingly fast, surprisingly just clinical in general. So I don't really see any big reason to upgrade to like a Bale or a Griezmann or a Benzema or something along those lines, because there's not really any incentive to. Like, it's not one of those essential upgrades. Right here, guys, we're going to get into our draft, and the important thing is to remember that we're starting off on 302,000 coins. We're going to be using 15,000 of our coins to go into the draft, and the question is, will we make profit? And I really wanted to try again the 4-1-2-1-2, see if I was good with this formation or not. And I can tell you right now, guys, I think I've moved away from the 4-1-2-1-2. It doesn't really suit my playstyle anymore. Right here, we're going to choose Messi as our captain because he gets moved to the sub bench, and I think Messi as a captain is a pretty good captain. And by completing the squad, you guys will see what we get. We get Raja Nainggolan, probably the key player, as well as Messi, of course, on the bench. Same with Mbappe and Insigne and Isco on the sub bench, so that's going to be pretty nice. Our defense is pretty solid. We have some weak spots here with Holobas and stuff like that, and of course we also have Sane at the left central mid, and yeah, it's a bit of an iffy player, but he will do the job there, and I feel like he will be decently clinical. But let's get straight into the first match, guys, and our first match was against Michael Owen, Lukaku, and then a pretty meh team behind them. He's even got Davinson Sanchez at that right back position, and you're thinking to yourself, this isn't really going to be a team that's going to cause too many troubles. I don't know what it was about these draft games, man. They were a struggle. Our first goal comes here. De Bruyne gets a really lucky deflection there, bounces to Nainggolan to make it 1-0. But you'll see for the first 3 games of this draft, it was a struggle, man. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Maybe I'm just not used to that. What a chop inside there from De Bruyne. Can we just give him a little round of applause? Like, that was just selling the defender at its finest. Double tap past the keeper on the left side of the keeper. And at this point, I was pretty comfortable. But unfortunately for me, guys, Michael Owen struck, and he struck hard. 1 there from Michael Owen to make it 2-1 right there. And this was a bit undeserved at this point. I feel like I was dominating a lot of this game, and to get that goal back was a bit unfortunate. It was just a bit of unfortunate luck right there. And then Michael Owen, once again, he's going to take a long shot. It's going to get deflected back to Nainggolan. His Nainggolan's going to cross it in, and then the keeper right here is going to deflect off Mkhitaryan, deflect off our own player, and make it 2-2, bringing us into extra time. But from extra time, guys, we're going to push on, and hopefully we're going to get this win. A nice little ball roll there from Isco, sending Mbappe through as a super stub. And Mbappe, man's clinical. He's going to make it 3-2, and we're going to get back on that score sheet, going to get back that lead. We want those leads. We want the good draft awards so we can make our money back. Right here, Lukaku sending a ball into Michael Owen, of all people, and Michael Owen is going to make it 3-3. The game's back on. Again, that was a bit of a goal. There's not much you can really do to defend that. And it's just an unfortunate one right there. Messi coming down the wing. A nice ball there from Isco to Messi. Messi into De Bruyne. The classic cutback. You know, that's like my iconic goal. I love doing those cutbacks. And they're just guaranteed goals. And they're right there. A bit of luck there from De Bruyne and Mbappe. And Messi's going to get a rebound to make it 5-3. And that is how the game is going to be seen out of this one. Our first win was a tough one. 5-3. And we're going to go through to the second round of the draft. As you can see, the amount of shots I had compared to him was absolutely ridiculous. It's just that I don't know. I couldn't finish with this team. I could not finish with this team. It was a rough sort of game. Coming up into our second game, this dude's got 4 informed players, including the Aaron Moy, the big boy Aaron Moy from Australia, as well as Fernandinho, Harry Kane. That's not player of the month. That's what is that? Hero, international hero, Mane as well, and a very, very solid defense as well. And Nathan Ake, I must say, is a very, very good player. He's hard to come up against. So, I was not looking forward to play against him. Right here, he's going to take the lead. Nice little play here with Aaron Moy. Passes into Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson over to Messi, who he subbed on. And he's going to take the lead in the 64th minute. I wasn't having any of that, so we're going to hit him back with a nice little ball in there from Messi to Mbappe on his weak foot. And Mbappe, man, is clinical. He is clinical. I think, like, I was happy to get rid of Mbappe because, like, he was going for 113,000 coins at the time I think I sold him on at, and I was happy to cut my losses because we picked him up for 130. He did his job. He did well in the weekend league, and then we sold him on because we got Zaha, of course. And looking back on it now, I think that was the right move. Although he's such a good player and he was probably better than Zaha, we made about 40,000 coins on that thing. And if I had kept Mbappe right now, I think he's sitting at 80,000 coins. So I'm pretty happy at selling him on. Right here, my opponent's going to get a bit of a lucky deflection there to make it 3-2 in extra time. But it doesn't really matter because we're going to hold on to this one. As you can see, again, we're very, very dominant with those shots. And I don't know what it is, guys. I'm conceding like a few shots here and there, and it just goes in. So I need to strengthen my defense, I feel like when I give my opponents opportunities, they usually score, and that is not a position I like to be in. I want to be in a position where if they're taking shots, I want to be able to block them a lot of the times with my defenders and all that sort of stuff. But it's a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? Right here, nice little LT-RT dribbling from Ben Yedder. Going to sell it into William Jose, and the Brazilian striker there's going to make it 1-0. But this game, again, this third game was tough. This was a tough game, guys. And I don't know, I could not defend just these double through balls, man. Griezmann's going to get on the score sheet there to make it 1-0. And again, it's a very, very tough game. I don't know what it was about these 3 draft matches. The fourth one, as you guys are going to see, and that might give a bit of a spoiler away, but we do manage to win this match. The fourth one was just the absolute blowout. Right there, we get a very unlucky. I was passing that to our right back, and for some reason, he just passes it straight into the path of Griezmann, and it's going to make it 2-1, and then we're going to come back. We're going to come back in the 25th minute. Very, very nice little work there. We get a lucky little penalty, and that penalty is going to go, and we're going to step up with William Jose, and he's going to slot that one to the top left of the keeper to make it 2-2, and we're back in this match. We're back in it. But as I was saying, guys, I don't know what it is. I have a feeling like the whole draft system for me, I don't know what it is, but draft gameplay for me always feels different to FUT Champs, to Seasons. It's just a different sort of game. I don't know what it is, but it's just an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. Right here, guys, I don't know what happened, but around the 54th minute, a lag just switched on. It just switched, and as you can see, the game is super choppy now. You guys would have seen it was pretty crisp before. Now it's very, very choppy. My opponent's able to get one back to make it 3-3, and at this point, I had about like a half a second, 1 second delay, and it was really, really hard to play. But we were able to get through with Mbappe in the 87th minute. I was about to say 117th. I don't know why there, but the 87th minute to make it 4-3, and we're able to come away with a W. I don't know, when that lag switched, it was so much harder to see out that game, but we managed to do it, and we're going through to the final. And this was against a very nice team, but the 4-2-2-2 is not good against the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. There's just such a big gap where the 4-1-2-1-2 can play in. So I think in this game we had the advantage, and as you can see, guys, it was an absolute blowout. 5-1 there, nice little ball there from De Bruyne into Messi, and that is going to see our opponent rage quit on out of this one. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to win another draft. I'm pretty sure that's like our 6th or 7th win in the draft, and we're doing nice. We're doing nice work with the draft. I believe I've won like 7 or 6 and lost maybe 1 or 2 of them, so we're doing well with the draft. It's just the problem is I'm not getting very lucky with our packs or the draft rewards in general. Like, the draft rewards for me have never been good. I've never hit that jackpot. I can't remember what it is. I think it's like the 45k plus the 100k pack plus another pack, but I've never hit that. But in one of our 5k packs, we actually managed to get a shadow card as well as 2,000 coins, so that it gives us about 6,000 coins back. And then in another pack we also managed to get Matip. This was one of our 25k packs, and then in our other 25k pack we really didn't get anything, and I decided to actually hold on to Matip instead of selling him because he actually wasn't going for anything. The 83 cards were going for about 4,000 coins, and I was happy to offload them when I did, but now they're down to like 3,000, 2,000. I have one priority, and there's one thing I really needed to do, and you guys will see that a bit later. As you can see, that shadow sold for 4.5 thousand coins, and I think we made a decent amount of money back on that draft. We probably would have made it over time. Here, right here, guys, we're doing another Flash SBC. Again, pretty cheap for a 15k pack and 500 coins. That is pretty decent, and these Flash SBCs have been very, very worth it. In that K pack, 15k pack, we managed to get Mitroglou. Mitroglou? I can't remember. I don't know how to say. I think that's how you say his name. I don't really know. And yeah, so that was a pretty alright pack, nothing too great. But right here, guys, we're gonna get the Eliteserien Player of the Year card, and I submit one of our informs that we managed to pack twice. So we actually had a duplicate on the thing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put him through, and we're gonna put the other one into our club, and that is pretty much another free Player of the Year card. And he actually has some pretty decent stats. He's got 99 jumping, I'm pretty sure, and 91 strength, so that is a very physical card. I'm not sure if I'll ever use him, but he'll be useful for an SBC if we ever need to use him. And then later down the line, guys, we're also going to complete another SBC. This one was for a small prime gold players pack, which is going to be 6 gold players and 3 rares, and as you guys can see, pretty much entire Korean and English League 4. And then we've also got just 2 untradeable gold players right there. And we're going to get a small prime gold players pack. And in this pack, we actually get another boards player, which is pretty good. And this one's going to be a French left mid that goes by the name of Lamar from AS Monaco, 83 rated player. And he's going to go into an SBC, guys. And this SBC is for the one, the only Loan Rio Ferdinand. And the reason why I wanted to do this one, guys, is because I actually really wanted to do this at the time I did Henri, but I just left it too late until the inform pack came out, and I was like, oh damn. So I really wanted to do this one because I really wanted to test him out before I actually commit to the SBC, because I feel like this is an SBC I'll actually do later down the line. So to test Rio Ferdinand out, we're gonna have him for 20 games. As you guys could have seen, I bought a Navas for 9.6 thousand coins, as well as a Keita for about 3,000 coins, and looking at his card stats, they're pretty dominant. His composure's at 93, which is amazing, and I think what I would do is I would put a catalyst probably on him. I don't think he needs a shadow, but I think a catalyst will do very nicely on that Rio Ferdinand. So if we ever get him down the line, we'll eventually get him, and we'll be chucking a catalyst and chucking him into the squad. And as I said before, guys, I'm pretty sure I want Rio Ferdinand and Legend Maldini, Icon Maldini, in the club as our 2 centre-back partnership with David De Gea in behind them. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much wrapping up the episode, guys. Not a lot of eventful stuff going down this episode, but just a lot of SBCs and a lot of stuff you needed to see. On top of that, we also won a draft, which is pretty nice. But yeah, it was just one of those like sort of filler episodes while we're waiting for the big stuff to happen, and the big stuff is gonna happen next episode. Next episode, we have 20 red informs to try and pack. I'm not sure what the team of the week is looking like at the time of recording this, but if it's not too good, I'll save that pack. And then we've also got one 100k pack and 70,000 coins for getting Elite 3 this week. But yeah, so next episode's gonna be a big one, guys. We have the chance to pull Paul Pogba. I had to cut that one because it was just really hard to say. And on top of that, we also have the chance to pull Vidal, all these other good sort of red informs, Hazard. And on top of that, guys, I want to pack the number 1 inform I'm really looking for, which I think is very achievable, Heung-min Son. He's been a great super sub for me, and I would really like an upgrade on that card. I think it would be amazing. But on top of that, next episode, we're also going to be tackling those marquee matchups that you guys would have already seen, but I just haven't had the time to do them. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to smash a big old thumbs up, drop a subscribe down below, and leave a comment as always. I love reading your comments, and I usually respond to all of them. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next FIFA 18 Road to Glory episode. See you guys next time, and peace.
Whenever your heart is broken.